Hello and hey, and today we're going to be messing around with Golf with Your Friends, this time commentating a jump tutorial for the course Haunted. Hole number 1, I think I like the classic strategy of going for the Kobe more than any other thing I could come up with, so I went with that. Hole number 2, you can go to back to hole number 1 if you want. Instead, we're going to go 3 power, and then right as we're starting to ascend here, I'm going to go ahead and jump. And that'll allow us to get the right speed to get into the hole. And then obviously you're aiming just towards this direction. It's not ultra specific. Hole 2, we go to just the end of the R powers. I found out if you don't jump immediately at the start, you can find out what that bucket feels like. But if you continue your jumps, you will maintain your momentum. And it'll get you into the hole. Hole number 4, we go just about 3 1/4 power. And the aim is very specific here. Make note of that. I jump right at the top of the hill. And then because I'm right on line with the hole, I jump off the table. And if you're just left of the hole, you want to let yourself fall because you'll get bounced right. Hole 5, we go to that far buckle. Full power. And then jump immediately at the start. And you're just going to go in here. If you're a little late, you'll probably still make it. Don't worry, it's not super specific. Again, and there's a correcting part of the hill. Hole number 6, we go just left of hole number 4's flag. Generally good to wait for that cart to pass. Then we just need to jump once. If you find yourself bouncing off the left side of the start, just go a little bit more left on your initial shot. Hole 7, we need to wait for the ghost, but you see down there, there's a buckle I aim at, and you want to jump immediately at the start, and then off of this wall, start jumping immediately again, because the trail off sort of mechanic of bouncing off of a wall will affect you and go too far the other direction. Hole number 8, I go 2 and about a 5th. That second jump is very crucial. If you don't hit the high bounce, you won't make it, and you'll actually be in a worse position than if you had just gone for the hole 6 hole 1 there. So I want to give myself a little bit more time explaining that. You can get into that hole 8 hole in 2 if you want, or, way more reasonably, we go for the more classic style of going 3 power, basically straightforward, or as close to straight as you want to be, making sure to have at least 3 power. If you go like the 2.98 sort of situation or whatever's going on, you're not going to quite make it. So, and from there you go full power. It's not ultra specific again. I mean, you don't want to go too far left or too far right. I mean, that just sounds kind of ridiculous, but just basically straight, and you're going to be fine. Hole 10, you can technically just go the classic way, but there's not really a good jump way that I know of, so we go back onto hole number 9. Hole 11, there's no use not using the classic strat here. We go to that little mark on the side, full power, and let it go. And then I guess I should have just jumped here, but what's the point at that point? Hole number 12. The speed is going to depend entirely on how quick you can jump after you release the ball. It's true for all the alternate holes, but that one it stands out because of how hard you need to hit it. Hole 13, there's a hole in 1 for classic, which I did not manage to come up with myself, so I kind of just going for something a little bit crazy here. It doesn't end up going in. I mean, there's not a whole lot of spoilers when it just fell to rest right there. But I would say you should expect a 2 because the 1 is such a razor's edge thing that you can mess it up. So don't worry about that. Hole 14, going straight, still requires some timing from the cauldron. So we're gonna just go back to 13, this power, and you need to have a hair trigger. As soon as you let go, you need to be jumping. It's much like 12 and how specific it is. Hole 15, you're aiming directly at that black line, and then the speed of your jump affects when you go in on 15. Hole 16 is rapid fire again, so pardon me for this. We go just to the right pixel of the mid there. You need to hit that jump, and then you need to hit at least 2 jumps to make it up on this. And then just the last jump was from momentum, but I think I was fine as I was. Hole 17, I like to go to the left of the pixel of the tiles that you normally see me go for my 2. And we'll jump immediately. And then I get a high jump here. Did not want it to happen, but it's actually not the first time that I've gotten the bounce back. It's the second time, so I knew I was safe. I would say just wait till you're on the web and then jump. It's the much safer option, and you'll end up more in the middle of those two. But you'll see me here. I had no trouble putting the 2 down. Do not be alarmed by the number of strokes you see me have here on 18. I was going for a hole-in-one sort of thing, but you want to aim right there. And then as soon as you hit this wall, wait for it to curve off and then start jumping. You want to have your jumps to carry your momentum out here very safely, and then we'll just go straight. And as soon as you get a chance to let it rip, the ball will get launched in the air. You kind of curve off of the back wall, and then the nice structure of the ramps there allow you to get the easy 2. So don't be distracted by the 18's number of strokes. That is a very easy shot. 16 is ultra specific. I was reset a couple of times there, and I don't know exactly what happened. I think it was me trying to jump or letting it not jump on different occasions. But basically, don't be concerned with that. I think anybody that really wants to go under 30 for jump, that still gets you by far on the Hall of Fame. If you just follow like the easier shots on this and kind of just go classic style for the other stuff, it's not that hard of a course. It's really not. There are a couple of very specific shots that are hard to hit. I will not lie to you about that. And if you want to go for a lot of the alternate hole stuff, it does get a little trickier. It is specific to how quickly you can jump after you let go of the shot, as far as to how much speed you need to have, because it's entirely dependent on you dunking it and not as much on how much momentum you have as you go into the hole. So that's kind of true with all jump tutorials, but with Haunted being stacked on top of each other so hard, you can almost get into any hole from a different hole, which is pretty insane. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And be safe.